Hello, this is John from caveofprogramming.com, and this tutorial is just a little review on the Servlet Lifecycle. And we've already covered the Servlet Lifecycle, but I kind of just wanted to devote one little tutorial to it, because if you go for a job interview or if you have to sit an exam on web applications, you will definitely be asked what the Servlet Lifecycle is. So if you go to Google and you search for Servlet Lifecycle, you can come up with a page. Well, the top result actually in this case is this page from Sun, which tells you everything you need to know. But the gist of it is that when you start when you deploy your servlet, at some point, either when you deploy it or when it receives the first request, depending on configuration options, the servlet will be loaded by the application server. And when the servlet's loaded, the first thing that happens is that the servlet is initialized and the init method gets called. So that will happen once for the lifetime of your servlet. And once the init's called, it will field requests with the do-get and do-post methods. So your servlet will be loaded into memory, into the application server's memory, and it will sit there potentially for years, fielding requests as people surf your internet site. So the same servlet will be just running, and do-get and do-post will be called whenever someone invokes that method via doing something in their browser. And finally, when your servlet is kind of undeployed, when it's shut down, or let's say your application is shut down, or even the server is shut down, in theory at least, the destroy method will be called. And I say in theory because your servlet could crash, or the application engine could crash, or something like that. But in theory, destroy will be called. So basically, your servlet's loaded, and the servlet object is actually instantiated. The init method is called, and then it just sits there in memory, fielding requests with do-get and do-post. And finally, when the servlet is shut down, the destroy method will be called, or should be called in theory anyway. And that whole thing is what's known as the Servlet Lifecycle. So if anyone asks you about that, it's good to have these facts ready to recite. Okay, so that's it for this tutorial, and until next time, happy coding.